Where my people at? 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 Hey, 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 hey. Um, so I'm live, so I can't wait for you guys. I would like to say welcome to Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. This is the first segment of Bed Talk. And on this segment, we will be answering your questions that have been submitted to me at some time via social media, whether it's in my inbox, on the Pink Kitty page, or in Instagram on the Pink Kitty page. So I am your host, Vanessa Brown, and I'm the owner of Pink Kittee LLC. Okay. Anyway, hey Curtis. Welcome to Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty, and this is your live broadcast of our first segment of Bed Talk. Bed Talk will be pre-recorded for future, most of the future dates, but we will be featuring it live tonight. This idea to do a Q&A session was brought to me by one of my closest, wonderful friends. And I thought, you know what, this is a really good idea because I do get a lot of questions. And instead of just, responding to them, I know other people have those questions. So I wanted to do a bed talk. So, welcome to my bed talk. Instead of the TED Talk, we're doing bed talks at Pink Kitty because we specialize in intimacy coaching, uh, intimacy workshops, relationships, sex in your sexual health. And I am not sure why somebody is knocking on my door while I'm doing a live broadcast, but hold on one second. Who is it? Who? Oh, UPS. I'm like, what is going on? Thank you so much. That is great, great. So, anywho, I'm back. That was weird. First time that happened. Life happens, comes at you fast when you're doing a live show. And despite all these things that keep happening, I keep coming back. So obviously I like it. So anywho, it was UPS. Um, so I wanted to have this bed talk because I thought it was a really, really great idea because I'm always answering these questions via inbox or on social media. And this was a great way to handle it. So welcome again to Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. And I'm your host, the owner of Pink Kittee LLC. And I have my questions in front of me. I did not write down the answers. I just took the questions, the top 20 questions I think that I was able to locate quickly. And so I'm just going to answer them as we go along. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the show. I am excited about it. And okay, all kind of crazy stuff happened today. Oh, and obviously I'm getting in the pool when I get out, so I'm half naked. But I like being naked anyway. I prefer not to wear clothes. I really, really, really be getting mad when I think about that sometimes. Like we could all just be able to walk around naked and somebody ruin that for us. Doesn't that suck? Anywho, so the first question that I received was, well, the first question that I pulled from my list was, can plus size ride? And they were asking, obviously, for penetrative sex, for vaginal sex, vaginal penetration. Um, and the reason that I say obviously is because of the person that asked and the response that I actually gave them outside of this medium was, directly related to their situation. But I'm just going to answer it. Can plus size ride? Well, of course, plus size women can ride. That's the short answer, right? But the more detailed answer is, I am fully aware that a lot of plus size women are apprehensive about riding in certain situations, and I'm saying a lot because all of us ain't like that, right? But I have to share with you, I wasn't always this size. I was a lot smaller, but one of the things that I did, because at one point before I got the bed that I have now, that's a little bit more firm and supports me in all my efforts to ride. um, I would have my person that I was gonna ride actually get off the bed and sit on a milk crate. Have y'all ever had milk crate sex? Lord have mercy. His toes used to curl. He would like he would like send me messages like, "Do you still have that crate?" Or should I get two for the next time I come over there? It was just like he loved it, and it gave me more control. So I really liked it, and it's even different from a chair. Like so, we would put, back then we would put a pillow on the milk crate. He would actually sit on it, and then I would hook. I'm telling a lot. I would hook my ankles underneath my bed and ride him. So obviously, that was amazing. But now I have a spanking bench, because I like to still switch it up. And I also have a Tempur-Pedic bed, which again supports me in my efforts to be a riding cowgirl. Right. So, but the number one thing I would suggest that you do in lieu of having a spanking bench or a milk crate or a spanking bench or milk crate or a Tempur-Pedic bed would be to spend some time strengthening your muscles by doing squats. Squats, they save lives. So I had joined this American, what is it, American Red Cross squat challenge where you had to do 1,000, was it 1,000 or 1,500 squats? It was 50 squats a day for a month, so however many it was. So I was doing 50 squats a day. And then I was like, oh, I can do 100. And so I made, I didn't like, a couple times I would push myself to do 120, 135, whatever squats a day. But that absolutely helps because it decreases, it increases your stamina. So you're not getting tired as fast. So if you do have that issue though, where you do get tired or you feel like you're a little bit weak, just slow down, girl. It ain't gotta be like, you could be like, hey, what's good, player? They still gonna like it, I promise. Um, okay, so the next question that I have is, what positions work best for orgasm? Oh, that was a loaded question, y'all, because there are so many different positions, male and female, for male and men and women, or those who identify as non-binary, like, I'm all inclusive over here. But just for laughs and giggles, we're going to use binaries today to make my life a little bit easier. um, so for men and women, obviously there's a variety of different positions. And then it also depends on, what the person really likes. So like I knew this guy that preferred doggy style, um but he wouldn't ever come that way. So he would feel better if I was on top and riding him. So and he, when I was on top, I was also stimulating his perineum, or stroking his tank. So obviously it made it a lot easier for him to come, and he came a lot faster, a lot harder. So life was a little bit better um, with that. Oh, y'all want to know what I'm drinking? This is a mess right here. I found some watermelon moscato, and yes, this is a penis straw in my cup. I found this watermelon moscato, and I mixed it with some watermelon Ciroc, summer watermelon Ciroc. Is it called summer watermelon? Whatever it is, it was watermelon Ciroc. And I put some watermelon punch in here with some cucumbers, and I had some watermelon because I love watermelon, apparently, that I froze that I soaked in vodka for 7 days, and then I froze it. So I'm using that as an ice cube, and this is so good. So I'm probably gonna be drunk by the time we get to the 20th question. So forgive me in advance. And yes, I am sucking the watermelon out of this straw. This is the only dick I was able to suck all month so far. Okay, moving on. So there's just so many different positions that you can use to maximize your orgasm. Obviously, as a person, if you're with a woman and you're attempting to make the woman orgasm, there's G-spot orgasms, there's anal orgasms, there's orgasms that don't even require sex. I'm saying penetrative sex. If you're performing oral sex, obviously they're going to come that way as well. Well, we would like to believe that you're talented enough to make that happen. But so there's just so many different positions that you can use for orgasms. I actually teach a woman female orgasm workshop. Um, for this reason, because there are so many different ways, different positions that a woman needs to be in or can be in order for her to experience her maximum orgasm. Like most women that respond better to G-spot orgasms, they respond better to G-spot stimulation and orgasm for G-spot stimulation. They, require, you can't just do the standard missionary and think you're going to get the prize, because unless your penis is curved or your fingers are curved, you're not quite going to hit the spots that they want, you know, you to stimulate in order for them to achieve orgasm. So with those situations, the best is to do it, from the side with a leg up, or what they call, the scissor position. That way you can stimulate. So there's just so many. That's a loaded question, and I did include it just because I wanted to be able to say that. Like, it's very, very, very important for you to determine um, what what kind of stimulation your partner enjoys, or because like some women don't really like oral sex, or they say they don't because they don't really experience clitoral orgasms or orgasms from the clit. So like if you're just stimulating her clit, with your oral pleasure, if you're not using your fingers as well, then they're really not going to achieve, the orgasm that you're trying to reach. I mean, I would like to believe that that's what you're trying to do if you're doing it. So, there's situations that make this a loaded question, and it would really require a lot more detail in order for me to assist with that. Like I said, I do teach a female orgasm workshop that we are absolutely going to have in the second Saturday in August, and it will be on Zoom. So feel free to sign up for that class. You should see the link for that very shortly. Got the third question is I orgasm with clitoral stimulation. How do I enjoy penetrative sex more? So basically, what this woman is saying, this female is saying, is that when the person, I'm assuming that she's having sex with a penis, is having sex with her during penetration, she's not really having an orgasm, and she said, how does she enjoy it more? So I'm assuming she's not really, she's just there for the ride. She's not really having a good time doing it. So one of the items that I pulled out is one of my favorites. And this is the dolphin. And I think I talked about this before on one of, obviously dropped it. I talked about this before on one of my intimate conversations with Pink Kittee classes. Yeah, absolutely did. And this is the dolphin. And what I love about it is it has this long nose that's gonna still give the vagina, I mean, give the clit some stimulation. I'm saying it's gonna still give the clit some stimulation while the person is being penetrated. In addition to that, it has this ring that goes around the testicles, right? So you put this around the balls. You slide this ring, which one size fit everybody, around the penis. If your penis is bigger than this, then you probably um, not having a lot of vaginal sex anyway. Okay, what's up? Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so this ring goes around the balls, this ring goes around the penis, and this is stimulating her vulva, which is amazing, right? So she's getting vulva stimulation outside, and then she's getting clitoral stimulation. So this will make her happy. Oh, so it has a little dial and it vibrates. So it comes with bullets. I mean, it comes with batteries. It comes with bullets. I'm horny. So so it comes with batteries. So you turn it on, and it has like a slew of different speeds, none too painful. And obviously, this does not hurt you guys. You don't want to slide it on dry, right? Like you don't like dry sex. You don't want to slide anything synthetic on your penis while you're about to have sex while it's dry. So you definitely want to use a lubricant. I highly recommend Fuck Water. It's a great lube. Another one I like is Sliquid. Um, my favorite one is Jack Aid, but they don't sell the big bottles anymore. And we like to get it in. So they don't make the big bottles anymore. So you'll just keep buying it. So I'm saying use the Fuck Water. Fuck Water is really, really good. It's almost like the woman's natural juices. Also, my favorite of all time is On. It's called On is an amazing lubricant. You can use that one as well. And I actually like those. You can use that during sex. I mean, even though I'm a super soaker, when you add that little extra lube, dripping wet. So it gives me an extra. Okay, so anyway, back to this. So yeah, so I like this one. This is called the Dolphin. And it's a great cock ring. I also have this one, which I haven't touched. This is the Tickle Me Dolphin. It's a little bit cheaper than this one. And for guys that are worried about a ring being around their testicles, this one doesn't have it. But the ring around your testicles is better because it makes the penis more firm, right? And it helps you last longer, and we like that, right? And because if she got that super soaker, you like a 5-6 minute, and we really be wanting like a hot 20. So, so if you use a cock ring, it makes your life a little bit better. I'm scared to dog, y'all. So, like I said, this one does not have the ring that goes around your balls, but it still, has a lot of stretchy. It still has the nose for the dolphin. It still comes with the batteries. It still has the bullet. So again, and it's wireless, so you're not having some cords around you while you're trying to have some great sex. So these two things I highly, highly, highly recommend in the instance where a woman is trying to have enjoy penetrative sex more. Also, if she enjoys clitoral stimulation, or she more apt to have a clitoral orgasm, these will actually help during sex. During penetrative sex, vaginal sex. So okay. So the next question, y'all bored? Y'all with me? We here? Okay. The next question is, I'm so stressed. I don't feel sexy. I feel tired. Is my sex drive gone? So, been there, honey. Definitely can relate. I think men and women can relate to that. So, I don't know if this was a male or a female. Again, we're using non-binaries today. We just assuming everybody falls in those two categories. Not that I'm ignoring anybody else, but just let's try to be there to make this conversation a little bit easier. So anyway, I highly recommend if you like to take long baths, take a long bath. Um, with candles, do things that make you feel sexy, even if you like, man, I'm just worn out. Doing stuff that helps your body relax will absolutely help your mind relax. Y'all know, like, if you watch my videos ever, that I spend a lot of time in lingerie or being naked. And the reason that I do that is because, life is stressful. I like to see myself. There's mirrors all around my house, you know. And I like to see myself. I look at myself every day, every single day. I do affirmations, you're so beautiful, girl. I wish I could fuck you myself. I do all that kind of crazy stuff because I don't want to feel like I'm unattractive to me ever, right? I don't want to feel like I'm too worn out to appreciate the magnificence of me, right? So even on days like, like right now I'm going through, there's a lot of death around me, 5 deaths in the last 40 days. And I'm stressed, just like y'all, we're all going through stuff. And I just still have to make sure, even in the midst of that, that I return to me. Because once I allow me not to be okay, everything else is obviously going to fall apart, right? And when I say be okay, obviously I'm not saying pretend like nothing's going on or, not acknowledging the things that are happening. But I'm saying if I allow me to fall into something where I can't pull myself out of, or I'm not feeling adequately motivated, I can't do it. Now, I know a lot of people, obviously therapy and all those other things help, which is why I did the session on how to maintain your sexy while you totally stressed out, or whatever that course was that had the Reiki master on here. He's going to be back actually next Friday. Woo woo. So we're going to talk some more about how to pull that. But anyway, so for me, taking a bath, lighting some candles, taking yourself on a date. Um, I massage my feet if I can't, well, I won't say if I can't get somebody else to do it because, it's always somebody that'll do something for a little something. But, I massage my own feet, or like even just today, right before this, I got in the shower and I have these little, shower bombs, I guess I'm gonna call them. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the right term, but they're little shower bombs, and you just put the little tablet. It's an effervescent tablet. You put it in the little tablet in your shower, and it's like aromatherapy. So I use the lavender and the eucalyptus ones. So you just put it in a shower, and it melts, and it dissolves. I'm saying melts. It dissolves because it's effervescent, and then it just releases the aromatherapy. So I love lavender and vanilla, and eucalyptus helps me relax and ease my mind a little bit. So you can do both of them at the same time, but you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, we're going to get through this, because that's the first part. That's the first part of healing, right? When you recognize, like, um, restoring yourself, when you recognize that, yes, this is a horrible thing, or yes, this is a bad thing, or yes, I don't like this particular situation, but I know things can be better. Like, that's the only way you get to the next level. Like, when you recognize that, okay, this is a space that I no longer want to be in. And in order to do that, you have to start with how you feel about yourself, acknowledging what's going on in your head and your mind. So, in order for anybody, in my opinion, again, this is me, I'm not 100% on everybody, but this is just what I've learned and how I've shown people how to do this is, you really have to walk into I can be better. I don't like this space that I'm in. Hi. I can be better. I don't like the space that I'm in. Street News now joined us. This is so awesome. And so I'm going to be different. Like, I have to find whatever is going to make me not feel this way. So I believe that's the first part of making yourself feel sexy. And like I said, for me, I like to walk around naked. I like to walk around in lingerie. I love looking at myself. And I tell myself all the time, how wonderful I am. So I don't need the validation from somebody else because I'm calling it for me. And if you do give it, that is great. Thank you. I appreciate you. But I'm definitely going to do it for myself. Right. So, like I said, I like to walk around in lingerie. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's new to my line, pink lipstick dress. I also sell men's pajamas and lingerie, and I'm saying lingerie. Don't tell me. Men's boxers and stuff like that. It got the little elephant tip on it, so it can make your thing look a little bit longer and hang a little bit more. So yeah, I'm still doing that too. So you guys can check out my site. But it's not just about what you purchase. Again, it's about what you're saying to yourself when you look in the mirror. If you're looking at your day going, oh my God, it's too much. I don't know if I can do this. Then that's what's going to be, a part of your day. You've already said it to yourself. You've already put that in your mind. And again, that doesn't mean that if you say, that I can handle this, that, it's going to be easy, but at least you'll get through it because you've already told yourself, I'm going to manage through this and get to my next space. So I believe that it starts with that, doing things that make you feel sexy. Light some candles for yourself. And if you don't like looking at yourself naked, point out the parts of yourself that you really, really do like and be doing that. Rub on that part. If it's just the inside of your knee, be like, woo, inside of your knee, it's so good. You got to start somewhere, and like I said, for me, I tell myself, girl, if I could bang you, I'll do it every day. And I kind of do, but we're going to move on. So the next question is, this one is a trip. You do couples counseling, but you're divorced. Do you even know what you're talking about? So this is a great question, actually. Of course, I know what I'm talking about, or I wouldn't have. Matter of fact, I've married 7 couples. Out of those 7, 6 of them are still married. The longest couple that has been together after I counseled them right now is 8 years, and I'm so, so proud of them. So clearly, I know, what I'm doing. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I definitely know that I have researched this. I have studied this. It's not like I just woke up one day and said, I want to tell other people what they should do to make their lives better. What happened in my marriage, which, I've always been very open about, my ex-husband is one of my closest friends, is that you had 2 people that were broken, 2 people that didn't know how to communicate with each other, 2 people that were not in alignment with their goals and dreams and hopes. And, my ex-husband even mentioned to me, that while we were getting divorced, that he thought I was going to change my mind about never wanting children. Like, we were never in alignment to make that relationship be what marriage should be, in my opinion. And obviously in his, because he's happily remarried, his wife is beautiful, they have a beautiful family together, and life is good. So it's not like I look at that relationship as a failure, because it was what it needed to be. It taught both of us what we really wanted. It taught both of us, well, I know it taught me what kind of wife I would be for somebody else. And actually, I ain't even thinking about marriage. And I said I was gonna stop saying that, but I ain't even thinking about marriage now. I just don't look at that marriage as a failure. It was a great relationship in that it taught me a whole bunch of stuff. It made me a better person. And he's a great guy. I would never, ever, 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 ever tell anybody that he's not. He's a great guy. He just wasn't supposed to be my husband. And we both acknowledge that at this stage in our lives. And again, we're like the closest friends. So that was not a failure. That's just, how life goes. Sometimes you do things and they're out of alignment with your purpose, and you do what you can to fix that. And that's what we did. So, but again, I've studied marital relationships. I've studied relationships. I've studied how to be accountable. I've studied how to communicate with each other. So this is not like I decided to do this because I didn't have anything better to do. This is my purpose in life, to do this. Next question. Do you masturbate during your videos? Y'all tripping with these questions. Are you serious? Um, what I will say is, occasionally I wear my Kegel balls, which are dual tone balls that you insert inside the vagina. I know this is extra as hell, but this was the question, that you insert inside the vagina and you leave them there, and it exercises your Kegel muscles. So it's how I get my snapper, just for the persons that know. Anyhow, so not exactly masturbating, but I do sometimes do a little vaginal and self-care while I'm recording these videos. Next question. Do you admit when you're wrong? Absolutely, I do. I am not perfect. I get things wrong often. And when I do, again, I try to make sure I come back and correct it. And if I can't, I'm always looking for the lesson, right? Because that's what we need to do. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the comments. I will answer your live questions as well. The next question is, do you have an OnlyFans? No, I do not. I've been thinking about it, but I don't even know what I would do on OnlyFans. Does anybody here look at OnlyFans content? Like, what should I be doing on OnlyFans? Do people get absolutely naked? Like, what's the grace? I haven't been there. I really haven't. I hope that didn't sound gross in your ear. Anyway, oh, this question was way, way extra, y'all. Why are you wearing lingerie on YouTube with saggy titties? Oh, child. You some hating people because here's the deal, right? My titties are beautiful. They really, really are. They are like, wonderful and amazing. And if you feel like they saggy, then they not made for your mouth or your hands. That's just how I feel about it. So it's really not your concern about why. The fact of the matter is, no matter how saggy they are or what I'm wearing when I'm doing my videos, you were actually absolutely watching. So apparently it wasn't too hard for you. It wasn't too bad for you because you still watched it enough to complete the watching the video and then ask me the question. Okay. All right. So the next question, and again, thank you guys for being here. You are watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kittee, and this is our first live presentation of Bed Talk. Pink Kittee is your one-stop shop for intimacy coaching or pleasure workshops, intimate workshops, couples workshops. I also do marriage and premarital counseling, as well as adult novelty at a cost that is efficient, from mild to wild. All right. So the next question: if a man likes to be penetrated, is he gay? If you've ever watched my videos before, you know that I don't believe that a man that likes to be penetrated makes a man liking to be penetrated makes him gay. Um, I love a man that is fully aware of his sexuality and the things that he likes. So actually, I admire men that admit that they like to be penetrated. Um, and no, I believe that a person that is gay, especially even by definition, enjoys homosexual relationships and homosexual behaviors with a homosexual person, right? A person that finds them to be their person. But a guy that likes to be penetrated being gay doesn't make sense to me, like simply because gay people do blowjobs too, and I ain't seen a dude turn them down. Like, so if that's gay behavior, then why isn't blowjobs gay behavior? Because they absolutely do that too. That's just my take on it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I believe that even if a woman likes to be penetrated, that doesn't mean she's heterosexual. Some women like to be penetrated using, you know, synthetic stuff by other women, right? So if that doesn't make her heterosexual, how could that make him homosexual? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Moving on, unless y'all have a question. Nobody? Okay, good. When is the next blowjob workshop? That will be the first Saturday in August. Woohoo! We doing it. Let's get it. Make sure you sign up this time. Be there. Be the one asking all the questions. I've had 3 of the persons that attended our last blowjob workshop come back to me and be like, "Oh my God, that technique was bomb. He loved it." Yes, we be curling toes around here. Okay, just so you know, it's real. Um, the next question is, when is the next cunnilingus workshop? Okay, so the next pussy eating workshop. I really, 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 really want to have a workshop where I'm teaching guys how to perform oral sex. And the reason that I want to have this is because a lot of y'all, I ain't trying to be funny. I really love y'all so much. Like, I love me some menses and stuff, but y'all don't know what y'all do. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like, you swear you hurricane tongue and you putting it down, and she is really calling me and telling me that she really want me to help you out. Okay, so I do teach a workshop to teach men how to eat the box. And I teach you 20 different techniques, including the zipper, which is like one of the top techniques. The zipper is bomb. Okay. Um, I teach you 20 different techniques. You get a toy to practice with. Hold on. That looks like a vagina. You see that? Can y'all see it? I hope you can see it. So you get a toy that looks like a vagina, and we practice with it. You get some lubes. And like I said, I teach you 20 different techniques. on how to please a woman. So I really, 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 really need 10 guys to sign up to do that. I am waiting to get 10 guys. I don't know why y'all think y'all know what y'all doing. Or even if you do know what you're doing, like let's just be 100. Like I know a lot of guys that don't know what they're doing, but I know a lot of guys that know what they're doing and they're great at it. But I still help them out with, hey, how about you try doing this? Right? So let's just say you are Hurricane Tongue and you be putting it down and she be climbing the walls and scooting across the bed. I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you sometimes we scoot across the bed because we just want you to stop, you know, doing it. Okay? I know your ego be telling you, oh, she just couldn't take it. And again, that does happen, right? That does happen. But a lot of times it's because you just know. And some of y'all don't listen when we be like, hold up, to the left, to the left. Y'all still be going to the right. Or I'll say, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. And then you stop, and then you're wondering why she still didn't come. Like, it's stuff like that that we just need to talk about. We need to hash it out. Can we just do that? Okay. So I need 10 dudes to sign up for this course so we can do this. Okay. Tell your friends, tell your homeboys. We'll do it on Zoom so ain't nobody got to know. Okay. And it's no recording allowed from our Zoom sessions. So let's just do it. Okay. For real. Tell your boys. All right. So the next question is, do I spit or swallow? Y'all be tripping me out with these questions. I swear to God. Okay. So I spit and swallow. That's the short answer, right? Depending on I don't swallow if it's somebody that I'm not in a committed relationship with, right? Because we don't exchange bodily fluids if we're not together. That's just how it works. If you perform an oral sex on me, I'm gonna provide you with a dental dam because I just think that's important. Or, well, what I've been doing, I can't even say that because actually I've been requiring that we do sexually transmitted infectious diseases tests before I have sex with anybody because I'm nasty and I like to do stuff and I'll be trying to figure out what had happened, right? So we do I've been doing that as of late because it just makes life a lot easier. But the short answer is if I'm not in a committed relationship with you, I will not be swallowing your seed. The long answer is if I really, really like you and we're in a exclusive relationship, swallowing will be the thing that happens. Okay. All right. The next question is, do I have a favorite toy? Like, why are all these things so geared to me? I don't understand. Okay. So yes, I have a few favorite toys and it changes all the time. Um, I have one. This is called a Satisfier. And I've talked about this before. What I love about it is the suction. It sucks your clit. And it's waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. We like that. So I absolutely love this toy. It's called the Satisfier Pro. My favorite right now, though, is not this. This is just my top seller, which again, I do like it. My favorite right now, though, is the Ultimate Pleasure. And it I call mine Mr. Marvelous because it has this flicking thing on it, and then the suction at the same time. It has like a glass around it, so it does this suction, and then it flicks. It's the tongue. Oh my god, that's what is amazing. Again, it's called the Ultimate Pleasure, and it's like $120 or something like that. And yes, you can get it on my website, but that toy is freaking amazing. Just the FYI. The next question is, why don't I do more videos? Um, I've been thinking about that. I plan to start increasing my frequency. Hey, Laura Rice. I plan to start increasing my video frequency because I'm getting a lot of feedback that you guys want to talk to me more. But it's like hard coming up with topics because you guys aren't giving me feedback on what you want. So I'm like going through my head, like, okay, it seems like this they want to hear this, or it seems like they want to hear that. So that's why I did this Q&A thing. So like I'm encouraging you to send me questions. I'm encouraging you to send me notifications, and make sure you like and subscribe. By the way, I don't say that enough. I really need you guys to subscribe to show me that you love me. And but yeah, I've been thinking about increasing my frequency of videos. And then the other thing is now that it's summer, I've been hearing that people want me to move intimate conversations to Thursday nights. So leave a note in the comments if Thursday night would be better, because apparently y'all want to party on Friday like we still not in a pandemic. We are. So anyhow, the next question was, how do I get my partner to explore more options? That is difficult, right? And it's a that's one of those complicated questions, because my short answer is, and I don't mean to sound crass, but have sex with somebody that actually likes you and want to have sex with you, right? Because minimally starting there, the person should care about your pleasure and want to give you what you need or give you what you want in addition to getting what they want, right? I think it's important to have sex with a person that actually loves or wants to have sex with you. That way, they're interested in what you want to obtain more pleasure. I did have a conversation with this woman that is married, and her husband loves her, and she loves him. And I think I mentioned this on one of my videos before. Curtis said leave it to Friday. Um, I mentioned this before. They're married. He wants to do, all kind of stuff. He asked me. He was actually at my table looking at this spread eagle sling, right? And he was like, I really, really, really want to do that because when I be having her legs in the air, she'd be complaining about her hip hurting. And if I can control it, and I was like, exactly, that's exactly what this is for. Like it removes the strain from her and keeps it, in your hands. So it does help her. And he was like, well, she won't use a toy. So I'm just saying, like, how does that make sense? He likes this position, you like it too, but your hip hurts, and he's saying, "Hey, let's use this apparatus. That way, you don't have to worry about your hip, and we could both get it in. We could both get it in." Like what? I don't understand her saying that she don't want that to happen. So, I was telling him, maybe she could have a conversation with me and we'll see. Like, obviously, I'm not saying, well, if your partner don't want to do what you want to do, then forget them. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it. But I'm just saying that um, it's important that you hear them out. It's important that you be willing to try something new. Nobody wants to be doing missionary style for 45 years. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to just, missionary style and donkey style for the rest of their life. Like, we want to do different stuff. Like I said, the scissor is a great way to stimulate the G spot. The scissor is a great way for you to squirt. Like, there's just, you got to do more stuff, right? So, um, exploring sexual more, and I have this other thing that he was looking at also that day was the BJ strap. Now I freaking love this thing. To have a guy whose head is between my legs and I'm holding the strap and making sure he don't move makes my day. Right? But I'm sure guys like it too, right? You holding her head in position, life is good. But he was just like, she is not with the games. And so I had a conversation with him and I was explaining to him, just you can have a conversation with me, or you could explain to her, like, if you don't like it, it's not like it's our marriage commitment. Like, it's not like we have to do it forever. I just want you to try this one time, like, just one little thing. And if she still is adamant about it, then, the fact of the matter is you have to respect your partner too. Like, that's a part of it, that you've agreed that I'm going to compromise even sometimes when I don't want to, right? So I'm never going to be like, leave your partner because they don't really like you. But a part of that is, if they're not willing to go outside of their personal things, then it's definitely important for you to find out why, because it might be a trigger for them. You don't know. So, let's have that conversation. So, anywho, Yeah, so that was the answer to that question. Uh, how do I get my partner to explore more? The next question was, am I shaved, waxed, or is it bushed? Yo, in these questions, swear to God. Okay, so we're shaved today. Who knows what's gonna happen next week? So don't hold me to that. Um, the next question is, does toy cleaner matter? Yes, toy cleaner matters so much. And I'm so glad you're here, Laura, because we're not going to be doing what? Baking bread between our legs. Toy cleaner matters. You cannot use this toy and then decide that you're just going to rinse it with some water after you have released your body fluids onto this toy. Like, right? We're not doing that. We are using toy cleaner. Actually, I like this. This is toy cleaner and body wipes. So actually, after she done super soaked all over your bed and the sheets are all wet, and you're like, oh my goodness, you could just roll over and grab one of these, and it smells like it's got tea tree oil and lavender in it, so it's all nice and cleansing, and she feels all beautiful and sexy. So I freaking love this. And again, it has the triclosan to actually clean the toy and break down the bacteria too. So life is good. Toy cleaner is very, 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 very important. Do I have any favorite lubes? I've already answered that question. I'm loving Fuck Water right now, and I'm loving the On Sensuva female lubricant that feels like actual female secretions. Freaking love it. Do I have any favorite toys? Again, I've already answered that question. Right now, the ultimate pleasure is my ultimate pleasure. Like, I am so loving that toy. So those are all the questions. Like I said, I said it was going to be 20, but it was actually 22 because I love y'all so much. So I am looking forward to your next barrage of questions over the next week. Over the next 2 weeks. Next week we're gonna have Alheem again, who is the Reiki master. And we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we get this sensual plus size body movement, sensual sage, who actually is a tarot card reader. We're hoping that we can get her back on Friday again. You know, I remember what happened last time we had her scheduled, and then she ended up doing another event. So we are praying. You guys send up some positive energy. And I already lit my candle. I wish I could show it to you. I already lit my candle to pray that the show comes out exactly how we want it to happen next Friday. And then the Friday after that, we'll be back to bed talk. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back to bed talk. And I'm going to be answering your questions again. All things related to sex, relationship, intimacy, coaching, and what Pink Kittee is doing next. I'll see you then. Bye.